0-2 quickly to the son of the former major leaguer Alex Gonzalez and the Stetson commit. Tried to get him fishing on the cutter, and it's taken for ball one. Grady still in the driver's seat, 1-2, and Gonzo just manages to foul that one off. And Gonzalez skies this one foul, and he'll stick around to see another pitch. Gonzalez banked .357 with a .514 on base percentage and a .500 slugging percentage. LA as a team has not hit a home run this season, as that runs inside. Gonzalez has 2 doubles and 1 triple among his 10 hits. 2-2 the count to Gonzalez, and time is called at the last minute. Have a feeling that's going to be implemented a lot. Players calling time the last possible minute with both these pitchers who seem to be on their game, as that is a curveball, front door curveball for strike 3, and that is out number 2. So that'll bring up Jared Lucido, the second baseman. And Lucido laces this one into left center field, but it's going to hang up long enough for the left fielder Welch to make the catch and retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Spartans. And after 2 complete, still no score. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. Two, 3, and 4 due up for Nobles here in the top of the third. As Noah Thomas takes strike 1. Thomas singled his first time up in the first. Both teams looking for their first run. LA looking for its first hit. And Jacksonville Connerty with 5 strikeouts for the first 2 innings. And his opposite number, John Grady, with 4. That is outside for ball 2. 2-1. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 4 left for Nobles, as that's down and away 3-1, and zeros across the board for LA as we enter the top of the third. Noah Thomas, Jack Schwartz, and John Grady due up as this is popped up into right field. Meyer camping under it. He makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down to begin the top of the third. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter in the second baseman, Jack Schwartz, who, as I mentioned before, is committed to Tufts next year and threw a no-hitter on the mound earlier this year, as that is up and away for ball 1. It was actually a 10-0 Mercy Rule 5-inning no-hitter against Roxbury Latin. Not to disqualify the fact that he held Roxbury Latin hitless for as long as he did. It's still no-hitter. 2-0 the count to Schwartz, who singled his first time up. No-hitter is a no-hitter. Just like a win is a win is a win. 2-1. I'm not sure Bill Ty would say a no-hitter is a no-hitter is a no-hitter. That's a bit more of a mouthful. 3-1 to Schwartz. John Grady on deck. Outside ball 4. Second walk issued by Vila Canerney. Schwartz on base for the second time. That brings up John Grady, who struck out swinging his first time up. And that misses for ball 1. Pitch is down and in, 2-0 as Schwartz bluffed off of first. 2-0 the count to Grady. Hitter's count here. Not very big lead at first for Schwartz. As this is driven into center field, back goes Kianak, and he makes the catch just in front of the fence. Gave it a good ride, but that'll be out number 2 as Schwartz retreats to first. And that'll bring up Luca Danos. Walked his first time up in the first. And that is foul tipped into the mitt of Croteau for strike 1 to Danos, the shortstop for Nobles. Runner bluffs off of first, and Croteau bobbled that a little bit behind his ear, but no advance by the runner. It's 1-1. First baseman Gonzalez holding on the runner at first. This is skied into center field. Back goes Kianak, reaches up, and he cannot make the catch. It's out of his reach, rolls all the way to the fence. Being waved around third is Schwartz. Here's the play at the plate. He is out! The slight hesitation by Schwartz at second cost him there. And the inning is over. After 2.5, it is still no score between Nobles and LA. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Also, the LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. So the bottom third of the order due up for the Spartans here in the bottom of the third. Evan Burke, Ben Croteau, and Jack McLaughlin, as the first six have been set down in order by John Grady. Evan Burke to lead things off. And the first pitch to him is down and away for ball one. Burke entering play today with a 167 average, but a 340 on base percentage. And that's taken on the inside corner to even the count at 1. Drawn 9 walks. Drawn 9 walks, but struck out 19 times. He has more walks than hits. 2-1 the count. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. 2-2. The cutter and the curveball have been the out pitches thus far for Grady. Let's see what he goes to here on 2-2. Fastball laced up the middle, and there's the first base hit of the game for the Spartans. So Burke picks up hit number 7 of the year for him. And that'll bring up the catcher, Ben Croteau, and we'll see if maybe the sacrifice will be on. Croteau does not square, and it's in there for strike 1. Croteau entering play at 146 with a 239 on base percentage and 6 RBIs. As that misses to even the count at 1. This is blooped into left field, and that will get down for a base hit. Back-to-back singles to begin the bottom of the third, and now the Spartans in business. And now this seems like a definite sacrifice situation with the number 9 hitter Jack McLaughlin on coming up. McLaughlin, 167 average, but a 235 on base percentage. 3 RBIs on the season and a 2-hit game, the last one we did for LA. As this is popped up, and this will be caught by the third baseman Bolin, and that sacrifice opportunity goes by the wayside. And McLaughlin is retired. We saw the exact same play earlier in the game, the top of the second, when Welch popped up on a sac attempt. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Tim Laporcio, struck out looking to begin the bottom of the first. And this is laced down the right field line, but this will be a foul ball. Just a little too late on that one, and it's strike 1. Laporcio would have had room to run, as there was a lot of room down the right field line with Mirab playing off the line. As that's fouled off, and that'll make it 0-2. Burke at second, Croteau at first after back-to-back singles to lead off the inning. As this is rifled down the right field line, that's a fair ball. He got it that time. Being waved around third is Burke, and he will score, and the Spartans lead 1-0. Croteau moves up to second. LA strikes first. That'll bring up the shortstop, James Broderick. Grounded out to first his first time up. For Laporcio, that's RBI number 2 of the season. Obviously, don't get a whole lot of RBI opportunities when you're the leadoff hitter, but he came through there. And here is James Broderick, first and second, still only one out. Takes a curveball on the outside corner to even the count. Outside with a fastball, looked like a two-seamer there. 2-1. As that breaking ball misses down and away, 3-1. Gapper should score Laporcio's. He's got good speed. As that's fouled off, and that'll fill the count. Jordan Kianak's in on deck. I want to keep this line moving for both Kianakson and Meyer. Broderick third on the team in RBIs with 7, but number 2 and number 1 on the team due up next. This is grounded to second, could be 2 to the shortstop run. No, it's bobbled. He'll try to get the out at first, and he can't. Mishandled by Schwartz at second. And the bases are loaded. On the E4. And here's Jordan Kianakson, who has 8 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 triples on the year. What can he do here to try and break this game open? He grounds his one down the first baseline, but it's foul for strike 1. Well, Laporcio was just a little bit late on his first swing in his at-bat before getting to it in time for his RBI single. See if Broderick can time it on his next swing. 1-1 the count as that last pitch missed inside. Corner infielders in, middle infielders at double play depth. Bases loaded, 1 out in a 1-0 game. Popped up into foul territory, but that's going to get out of play. So Kianakson got jammed. He stays alive, albeit at 1-2. Croteau at third, Laporcio at second, Broderick at first. The 1-2, blocked by the catcher Finney, and it's 2-2. Grady comes set, the pitch. popped foul to the right now to play. Max Meyer, the team's leader, pretty much every statistical category, pitching and hitting, on deck. The 2-2, fouled off. I'm sure Schwartz is hoping for a ground ball to second so he can redeem himself. The 2-2 again. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 2 down. Strikeout number 5 for Grady. And now it'll be up to the cleanup hitter, Max Meyer. Winters play with 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, scored 11 runs. It's a .349 average and a .440 on base percentage. Big spot here. Grady hoping to keep it to 1 run as that is fouled off for strike 1. Infielders play back here with 2 outs. Outfield playing fairly deep for Meyer. That is low for ball 1 to even the count. Meyer struck out swinging his first time up in the second. On the outside corner, strike 2. Meyer does not like the call. Spartans do not want to let this opportunity go by the wayside with just 1 run plated. At first and second, nobody out. Bases loaded, 1 out. Could have had second and third, 1 out, but McLaughlin's sack bunt attempt was popped up to third. We've had 3 singles and an error this inning. Outside, full count, and now nowhere to put Meyer. From 1-2 to 3-2, Finney goes out to have a word with Grady. Meyer, the 7th man to bat in the inning, hoping he's not the last. Nowhere to put him, runners will be off. The pitch, grounded down the first base line. It's fielded by the first baseman, Willie. He'll step on the bag, and just the 1 run scores in that what could have been a huge inning for the Spartans. After 3 complete, LA 1, Nobles nothing. This is NEPSAC Baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is Monday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Griffins host the Wilmington Wildcats in MIAA softball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. We go to the top of the fourth, and it'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for Nobles, Finney, Bullen, and Welch against Jackson Avila Kearney, who has a 1-0 lead to play with. Could have been more, but Spartans were unable to push across more than one after having first and second nobody out and bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Finney takes ball 1. Now he swings at the next pitch, fouls it to the right. Chasing it is Meyer. Oh, did he make the catch and play? He did! He made the catch and play and then ran out of play over the out-of-play line. So a phenomenal effort by Meyer, trying to make up for the missed opportunity at the plate, and he does in a big way, and there's 1 down. Great hustle by Max Meyer. A lot of outfielders were just giving up on that one. Just assumed it was going to be a foul ball out of play, as this is caught by the shortstop, Broderick, and quickly 2 down on 3 pitches. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Will Welch. Let's see if he can work the count a little bit here. He takes strike 1, and that's a smart move, just trying to pound the zone on the first pitch after the first 2 batters down on just 3 pitches. As that misses for ball 1, 1-1. That misses ball 2 to Welch. Welch comes up empty at that big cut and a miss, and it is 2-2. You got to figure that 1 run's not going to be enough against this Nobles team. You want to get some more, as that is swung and miss, a pitch up and away. Maybe it would be if they're going to go after pitches like that. After 3.5, we're halfway home. It is LA 1, Nobles nothing. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Spartans. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 5 left for the Bulldogs as we begin the bottom of the fourth with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up, Gonzalez, Lucido, and Burke. Tyler Gonzalez struck out looking his first time up. And the first pitch to him is a check swing. They'll appeal down to first, and he did go, says the infield umpire, and that is strike one. That catches the inside corner, and Gonzalez behind 0-2. Last inning was the first 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Avila Canerney on the mound. That is down and away, ball one. Of course, John Grady started the game by retiring the first 6 in a row, including 4 strikeouts. He's up to 5 strikeouts now through 3+. Make that 6 as Gonzalez goes fishing, and there's one down. So 6 strikeouts for Avila, for Grady, and 6 strikeouts for Avila Canerney. So that'll bring up Jared Lucido, the second baseman, who flew out to left to end the second his first time up. And he chops this one foul towards the LA dugout for strike one. The only run and the only hits in the game for the Spartans coming in the last frame, the bottom of the third. Again, they had an opportunity for a lot more, as that is upstairs for ball one to even the count. They had first and second, nobody out. Jack McLaughlin went up to square and try to move the runners over to second and third, as that breaking ball gets over for strike two. But he popped up the bunt attempt to the third baseman, Bolin. Laporcio plated one with a single. And Broderick grounded into what could have been an inning-ending double play, but it was botched by the second baseman, Schwartz, as that's outside 2-2. And that loaded the bases with one out, and then Grady got the 3 and 4 hitters, the 2 leading RBI men on this team, Kianak and Meyer, with a strikeout and a ground out to first to end the threat. This is grounded to the left side. It'll be scooped by the third baseman, Poland. Fires on to first. A little bit of a high throw, but Willie keeps his foot on the bag, and there are 2 down. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Evan Burke. Scored the lone run of this ball game last inning. And time is called, and that's Burke calling time. Trying to disrupt the timing of Grady, who seems to be back on keel as he gets ahead, strike one. Tried the first 6 and now is looking to make it 5 in a row after the error, as that's up and away for a ball one to even the count. As this is chopped at the dish, and this will land foul. And Burke is behind 1-2. Just about to the hour mark of this ball game. Actually, a little more as we're past the hour mark already. We got a slightly early start. This is driven into left field, but camping under it is Welch, and he makes the catch. And back to form is John Grady with a 1-2-3 bottom of the fourth. And after 4, still 1-0 LA. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for Nobles as we get set for the top of the fifth. Josh Mirab, Owen Fitzhugh, and Noah Thomas. Mirab put together a good battle in his first at-bat in the second before eventually succumbing to a called third strike. And he pops this one up into left field, going into foul territory, and it will be caught on the run by the left fielder Laporcio. And there is a quick out number one. So Mirab 0 for 2, and the lineup turns over for Owen Fitzhugh, who's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. One looking, one swinging. Breaking ball misses high for ball one. Third baseman Burke in on the lip of the grass as that is fouled off to even the count at 1. Center fielder Kianak playing a few steps towards right for the right-handed hitting Fitzhugh as that's fouled off for strike 2. And Fitzhugh's going to call time. And like I said, we've seen that a lot today from both teams' batters trying to keep these pitchers off their timing as this is laced into right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit, and Fitzhugh is 1 for 3. That is hit number 5 of the ball game for the Bulldogs, but no runs. Only run scored by LA thus far. And that'll bring up Noah Thomas, the DH. Singled in the first, flew out to right in the third. That breaking ball misses inside for ball 1. Tried to front door him. Front door curveball's been working for Grady. Haven't really seen Avila Canerney try it. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and fouled off to even the count at 1. Jack Schwartz is on deck, the second baseman. Third baseman playing on the lip of the infield grass, second baseman and shortstop playing on the lip of the outfield grass, and the first baseman holding on Fitzhugh as that misses for ball 2, 2-1. And it's a sizable lead over there at first for Fitzhugh. He runs, the pitch is a strike, throw down to second, looks like it's offline, and he is safe. So the tying run now in scoring position for the Bulldogs, and a 2-2 count to Noah Thomas. The pitch. This is grounded right back to the pitcher. Avila Canarney went to third and they got him. There's a little bit of a hesitation by Avila Canarney. Made the play a little closer than it had to be. But instead of runner at third, 2 down, it's runner at first, 2 down on the fielder's choice. That goes 1-5. And that'll bring up Jack Schwartz, who will need a gapper to bring home the tying run instead of a base hit, as that breaking ball drifts down and away for ball 1. And that's a tough play. You got the second baseman, fits you with a good lead at second, and he's got good wheels, and he got him anyway. That is up and away, 2-0. But now you don't want to walk the tying run into scoring position here, especially with the cleanup hitter John Grady on deck. Schwartz 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. It's thrown out at home for the final out of the top of the third, as that's in there for strike 1, 2-1. Beautiful relay on the double by Danos. 8-6-2. That is downstairs, and Schwartz looking to work his second walk of the ball game. 3-1 the count. Thomas at first, Grady on deck. And that is low for ball 4, so it is the second walk drawn by Schwartz. First and second. And it looks like we're going to have a mound conference. It's more like a strategy session with Grady and Nobles head coach Rob Murray. And now we're going to have a mound conference with Avila Canarney and Croteau and Logan Gillis. So far it's been 5 hits and 3 walks allowed by Avila Canarney, but no runs as of yet. But the cleanup man and the pitcher, John Grady, is coming to bat. Grady's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center field, and he'd love to erase that here with a big hit. He's got a big gap on the right side of the infield if he can go the other way. And he oops this one into shallow center, but it will be caught by the shortstop Broderick, and on one pitch, the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 4.5, still LA 1, Nobles nothing. This is NEPSAC Baseball on LSP. NEPSAC Baseball on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. We go to the bottom of the fifth, and it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for LA. Ben Croteau, Jack McLaughlin, and Tim Laporcio. Croteau had a base hit his first time up in the third. One of 3 hits in that bottom of the third for the Spartans that led to the only run of this game, and those are still the only 3 hits the Spartans have had. They've been set down 1, 2, 3 in every other inning. Just that one hiccup in the bottom of the third for Grady. He's got 6 strikeouts on 3 hits and no walks. 0-1 the count to Croteau. As that runs too far inside with the cutter, and it's 1-1. Misses. Oh, kind of a late strike call there, but it's 1-2. Croteau nonplussed by the call, but he'll settle in, still alive at 1-2. And he laces this one into center field, and this will be a diving down. Oh, it's a base hit as the home plate umpire ruled it was trapped by the center fielder Fitzhugh. So Croteau gets a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Jack McLaughlin. Let's see if he tries to lay one down again. Unsuccessful his first time as he popped up to third. He does not square, and he takes up and away ball 1. So first batter of the inning on board. 4th hit of the ball game for the Spartans. Let's see if they can convert this into a little bit of padding for that lead. As that skips away from the catcher Finney, but he kept an eye on it and an eye on Croteau. Again, the short backstop doesn't allow for much opportunity to try to break on a wild pitch. 2-0 the count to McLaughlin. Hitter's count here with a runner at first. The pitch on the outside corner, 2-1. Grady back in the count. Bolin, the third baseman, still playing in on the grass in case of a sneaky bunt attempt. He does not square it. He laces this one, and this is going to be a double play. 3 unassisted as it's snared by Willie at first. And a tough break there for the Spartans. They elected not to go for the sack bunt. Had McLaughlin swinging on 2-1, and he lines to a 3 unassisted double play. And that'll bring up Tim Laporcio. Try to start something again with 2 outs and the base is empty. Downstairs for ball 1. In the top of the 6th, the Bulldogs will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Danos, Finney, and Bolin. Two and 0. Couldn't get him to bite on the 2-seamer running in. That's on the inside corner. And again, Grady back in the count at 2-1. Looking to face the minimum for the 4th time in 5 innings. As this is grounded. Oh, what a snag by the pitcher Grady onto Willie at first, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors and nobody left. And after 5 complete, still LA 1, Nobles nothing. This is NEPSAC Baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. To the top of the sixth we go. Luka Danos 1 for 1 with a walk and a double. Double could have been an RBI double if it weren't for the relay of the LA defense to nail Jack Schwartz at the plate to end that top of the third. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and 7 left for Nobles. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left for LA. Breaking ball grounded to the left side, past the diving third baseman Burke into left field for a base hit. There's a tying run on base to begin the top of the sixth. So Danos is 2 for 2, and that brings up Jackson Finney, the catcher. Number 6 hitter, but you could have him lay one down here. He's not. He comes up empty at that high fastball, and it is strike 1. Finney is struck out swinging and flown out to right. A couple of big plays involved in his house. A strikeout to leave the bases loaded in the top of the first. So that's low for ball 1. And of course, the fly out to right was the one where Meyer chased it down. It looked like it was going to easily go out of play, but chased it down foul territory before going over the out of play line. It's a good thing that brick wall is a little further beyond the out of play line. Could have taken a chunk out of his leg if it were actually out of play there. Throw over to first, back safely is Danos. Finney does get the bunt down. It's a good one. Fielded by Vila Canurti. Fires on to first. Safe! A bunt single for Finney. I thought that was going to be on after the conversation with Rob Murray. So first and second, nobody out. And that'll bring up Jake Bolin, the third baseman. And could he lay one down here? Corner infielders coming in anticipating it. He does square. The pitch is a ball. And it's 1-0. Bolin looking down to Coach Murray for the sign. Pulls back, it's ball 2. And in a hitter's count here, could you possibly let Bolin swing the bat? He keeps squaring, he pops it up, and despite the best efforts of Croteau to scramble out of the crouch to make a play, it lands for strike one. Will Welch on deck. Look how far in the first baseman Gonzalez is. He gets it down the third base line, and it stays fair! Wow! Wow! Burke let it go the whole way. By the time he would have played it, it would have resulted in a base hit anyway for Bolin, so his only hope was to let it go foul, and it didn't. So the base is loaded, nobody out, 2 bunt singles, and Will Welch with the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second. And he holds back. It's not the first time Croteau's had a hard time finding a ball in the dirt, but no advance by the runners, and it is ball one. Right now, Avila Canardi's looking for a comebacker here. That's on the outside corner, strike one. Or maybe a strikeout or an infield pop-up. This is popped up, foul, and out of play. 1-2. Down and away. 3-1. 3-2 rather. 3-2. Number 9 hitter Josh Mirab on deck. Nowhere to put him. Swing and a miss and a high one. He swung at ball 4. Welch goes down on strikes for the second time. 7th strikeout for Avila Canardi. And that brings up Josh Mirab. Struck out looking in the second, flew out to left in the 5th, and he fouls this one off in the box. Home plate umpire was all over it. Noble's dugout was trying to get Josh's attention, telling him to relace his right shoe, and he's doing that right now. Oh and 1 to Mirab. Infield conference while we were waiting for Mirab to get squared away. He's got Danos at third, Finney at second, Bolin at first. This is the second time this game that Nobles have loaded the bases. The first time was with 2 outs. This time is with no out. That is way outside 1-1 as it slipped out of Avila Canardi's hand. Infield in here. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second. This is grounded to second. Past the diving second baseman. Lucido into center field. It will only get far enough to score the tying run. Holding at third is Finney. We are back to square one. A big hit from the number 9 hitter, just a little smash up the middle. And now Owen Fitzhugh with a chance to plate the go-ahead run. And he's going to try and butt it in. 1 run scores as the diving attempt by Avila could not be made. The squeeze works. 3 bunt singles in the inning. 2-1 Nobles. So that'll bring up Noah Thomas. 1 for 3, reached on a single and a fielder's choice as that's fouled off for strike 1. We've had 5 singles, including 3 bunt singles this inning. Still only 1 out. 2 runs home for Nobles. And this is driven into center field. This should be deep enough to score the run regardless of the outcome. The catch is made. The throw comes into the infield. The sacrifice fly for Noah Thomas plates Jake Bolin, and it is 3-1. So first and second, 2 out for Jack Schwartz. As that sails way high for ball 1. Schwartz 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Love to find a gap here, bring home both runs. Because you got plenty of speed at first in Fitzhugh. Because Fitzhugh's now 2 for 4 with a stolen base after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That is high for ball 2, 2-1. That is low for ball 3. Schwartz is the 8th man to bat in the inning, and John Grady is on deck. Low for ball 4. The bases are reloaded. It's going to bring Logan Gillis out from the dugout, and it looks like that is it for Jackson Avila Connerty. As that is the 3rd walk drawn by Schwartz this game. As Avila Connerty leaves, and he gives way to Jack McLaughlin, who will move from the DH spot to the pitcher's spot. 3-1 our score. Nobles on top of LA. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. So Jack McLaughlin takes over as the new pitcher for Lawrence Academy, moving from the DH spot to the pitcher spot, so LA loses the DH. And his first assignment will be the cleanup hitter, John Grady, who is trying to race his 0 for 3 with a big hit here. And that misses down and in for ball 1. McLaughlin has pitched 13 innings this year and is 1-2. 13 hits, 9 runs, 6 which are earned, walked 8, struck out 6. Got an ERA of 3.23 and a whip of 16.15, 1.615 to be specific. 1-1 the count to Grady, the 9th man to bat in the inning. And he drives this one into center field. Well, it's a little shallower than that, as it's caught by the shortstop, Broderick, for the out that retires the side, but the damage has been done. Noble strikes for 3 runs on 5 hits and leave the bases loaded. After 5.5, Noble's 3, LA 1. This is NEPSAC baseball on LSP. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Spartans have to play catch-up now. They got the right guys up for it. 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Broderick, Kianak, and Meyer. Broderick 0 for 2, reach on an error his last time up, as he takes on the outside corner strike 1. 1-1 the count. And this is popped up into left field, going into foul territory, and that is a foul ball out of play, despite the best efforts of the left fielder Welch. It'll be a loud strike 2. Trying to replicate the feat made by Max Meyer. 1-2 the count to Broderick. Kianakson on deck. As that's low for ball 2. The 2 through 6 hitters in the LA lineup are a combined 0 for 10 thus far. Only 4 hits, and 3 of them coming in the 3rd inning. The inning in which LA got their only run. As that runs inside and nearly hits him, full count. Three runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 10 left for Nobles. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left for LA. As this is swung on, grounded to second, fielded by Schwartz. On to first for the out. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and that brings up the center fielder, Jordan Kianakson, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Jacksonville Carney goes 5 2/3 innings, allows 10 hits and 4 walks, while striking out 7 and allowing 3 earned runs. As that's upstairs for ball 1 to Kianakson. So he is on the hook for the loss. As he rifles this one into center field for a base hit. Jordan's now 1 for 3. And that'll bring up Max Meyer. So let's see if Meyer can put a charge into one and maybe bring Kianakson all the way around. He's got a lot of room down the right field line, like a lot of room. As that is outside for ball 1. It's kind of surprising for a left-handed hitter to see that much room down the right field line. As he hits this one the opposite way into left center field, and this will be, oh, it glances off the glove of the left fielder, Welch. Should have been an easy out. But instead, Meyer reaches on an E7, and now that puts the tying run on base and brings the go-ahead run to the plate in the person of Tyler Gonzalez, who was trying to race his own 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, much like Kianakson did. Should be runner at first. 2 down, so it's first and second. 1 down. Both runners go. The throw down to third. Goes down the left field line. Into score is Kianakson. And now the tying run 90 feet away. So 2 errors in the inning. have made it a 3-2 ball game as the double steal in the E2 put Meyer at third, Gonzalez the go-ahead run at the plate, Meyer the tying run at third, a check swing that's in there for a strike, 1-1. That is the third error of the ball game on Nobles as that catches the front door for strike 2. 1-2. That's low for ball 2. Infield in with the runner at third and less than 2 outs. As that just misses outside, ball 3. So I was hoping to work his way aboard, be the go-ahead run on base. Full count, Jared Lucido on deck. Grady comes set. The payoff pitch is grounded to the left side. That'll freeze the runner at third. The throw to first is a little high by Danos, but Willie comes back down on the bag. 2 down. So Gonzalez is now 0 for 3, and that brings up Jared Lucido, who's flown out to left and grounded out to third. And the tying run standing at third in the person of Max Meyer, who wouldn't even be on base if it weren't for an error by the left fielder Welch. Grady comes set, the pitch. Low for ball 1 with the curveball. In the top of the 7th, it's going to be the same batters who started off the 6th, Danos, Finney, and Bolin. Tried to bend the curveball back over the inside part of the plate, but to no avail. 2-0 the count. Run in on a double steal and an error. That catches the outside corner with the fastball, 2-1. Cito looking to come through in a big way and tie this game as that misses for ball 3. Nobles scored 3 in the top of the 6th on 5 singles, including 3 of them being bunt singles. Outside corner, full count. Lucido thought that was outside. Evan Burke on deck. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. One in the third, 1 thus far in the 6th for LA. All 3 Nobles runs coming in the top half of this 6th inning. 1 single and 2 errors this inning. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Lucido goes down. That is strikeout number 7 for Grady, and he leaves the tying run at third. After 6 complete, Nobles 3, LA 2. This is NEPSAC Baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is Monday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Griffins host the Wilmington Wildcats in MIAA softball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Top of the 7th. Noble's looking for a little insurance as so they send Luca Danos, Jackson Finney, and Jake Bolin to the plate. These three boys scored the 3 runs for Nobles in the top of the 6th as Meyer will try to chase this one down, but this will not be caught. It's a foul ball, 0-1. Danos has been aboard all 3 times today. Walked in the first, doubled in the third, singled in the 6th. 0-1 the count to Danos. And he skies this one into right field, and it will be caught by Meyer for out number 1. McLaughlin's still on the mound. Danos retired for the first time today. That brings up Jackson Finney. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Bunt single at that. Check swing, they'll appeal, and he went around, says the infield umpire, and it's strike 1. Whoa! Wow. That was a dangerous rifle foul ball on a pitch down and in to Finney, and it nearly took out somebody's legs. First in the Spartans dugout and then in the bleachers. 0-2 the count to Finney. Hot feet. Mostly the LA coaching staff that was nearly victimized there. This is down the third base line, but foul. Remains 0-2. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher, as this is grounded down the third baseline again and foul. New pitcher for Nobles in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, 2 the count to Jackson Finney, the junior from Marshfield, Mass. Well, excuse me, swing, and that is also down the third baseline. Setting up outside, and they got the outside corner with the off-speed pitch. 2 down. McLaughlin picks up his first strikeout, and now it'll be up to Jake Bolin. Bolin is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. And that is a swing and a miss and a changeup away for strike 1. In the bottom of the 7th, with the Spartans currently needing 1 to tie, it'll be the bottom third of the order due up Burke, Croteau, and McLaughlin. That misses outside with a fastball, 1-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Two runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left for the Spartans as the pitch is popped up into foul ground. That'll get out of play, and it remains 1-2. For Nobles, 3 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, and 10 left. Swing and a miss, change up away again, and the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Closing time for Nobles. While LA needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. It is Nobles 3, LA 2. This is NEPSAC Baseball on LSP. Well, I stand corrected. It will be John Grady to try and finish this one up. Am I going to see you at any ICL games this summer? Blue. Trying to get the umpire's attention. I'm pretty sure I've seen him at some ICL games. I was going to ask him if I'm going to see him at any games this summer, but a little preoccupied. And we got to kill the music. There we are. I hate listening to that crap anyways. Why do we listen to that stuff north of the Mason-Dixon line for real? Evan Burke takes strike 1. I have very strong opinions about country music. I have very strong opinions about a lot of things. Ever seen my Twitter account? You know what I mean. I'm a 0 or 100 kind of guy. 1-1 the count to Burke, who is 1 for 2 with a single and fly out to left. When I was single, I posted a link in my OkCupid profile. So it's down away 2-1 to a study. Well, not really a study, but like a project somebody posted about how similar pop country music sounds, like every song. And basically, as this is grounded to second, it'll be fielded there by Schwartz on to first, 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. But basically, it was just it just took 6 different country songs and spliced them together, and it sounded like basically the same song. It's like it's like the same chord progression, same kind of lyrics, same bass line all throughout, and it's like, you know, like, isn't a lot of music formulaic? Well, like, yeah, but like, it's just, you can do so much. I just don't understand the appeal, especially just, I don't understand the appeal north of the Mason-Dixon line. That's all I'm saying. 1-0 to Ben Croteau as he takes strike one, 1-1. Don't get to control the music, though. Although, during Blue Sox season, while I don't get to control the music during warm-ups, I do play the music during the game in the over at center field. Music selection I bring to the Blue Sox, it's a mix of alternative rock and classic rock and electronic, and basically, I think, but the source of a lot of my music in the Blue Sox game day mix is that's grounded to second, on to first, and the Spartans down to their final out. Basically, my source for most of the music in the Blue Sox game day mix has actually been MVP Baseball and MLB The Show. Like, that's where I find, you know, a lot of my music lately, and basically how it spawns from that. Like, MLB The Show is actually how I discovered Run the Jewels. Sad as it is, you know, as great as they are, I didn't discover them until Talk to Me was in MLB The Show 17. RTJ3. Can't wait for RTJ4. Can't wait to hear what that sounds like. Up and away, 1-1. Should have seen that bit they did for Colbert's birthday. 1-1 the count to Jack McLaughlin. 0 for 2. Pop up to third and a tough luck line out double play. And now the Spartans down to their final strike. John Grady going to finish off the complete game. The payoff pitch, well, not the payoff pitch, but the 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three at a high one. And the Nobles Bulldogs have defeated the LA Spartans 3-2. Nobles improves to 11-4, 9-4 at ISL play. And LA falls to 8-7, 7-6 in ISL play. The final totals for the Nobles Bulldogs: 3 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, and 10 men left. And for the LA Spartans, 1 run, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 4 left. The winning pitcher is John Grady. The losing pitcher is Jackson Avila Connerny. No save. Our player of the game, our co-players of the game actually, are going to be Luca Danas with who went 2 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. Jack Schwartz, who went 1 for 1 with 3 walks, and of course John Grady with the complete game victory, allowing just 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Baseball and LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. LSP's next broadcast is Monday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Griffins host the Wilmington Wildcats in MIAA softball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Lawrence Academy, Groton, Mass. It is the Nobles Bulldogs 3 and the LA Spartans 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.